Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna, and today I am here with the very talented Ash Taylor. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. It's been a great day. We've been chatting before we even came on, so it's like we're catching up.
I always love the pre-interview chats because that's where you get to catch up and just kind of get to know what's been going on. But yeah, thanks for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely. And okay, so if any of our viewers haven't met you before, you want to tell us the hard question of the day. Who is Ash Taylor?
Ooh, you always ask the hard questions just to start it off. But, I think the short answer would be I'm a singer-songwriter. I do country music. I live in Nashville. It's what I love. I love country music, love being an artist. I'm also, though, I'm a wife and I'm a dog mom and a sister and a daughter and just all kinds of things. But yeah, I think I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm just me. I'm just me.
It is super important to be a dog mom. I'm just saying,
It's my favorite job, honestly. It really is.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was on a conference call the other day and my dog jumped up and sneezed and I'm like, hold on, everyone, time out. I need to take care of the dog. Stop the meeting a second. Have an important thing to do here.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah. I love dogs. I mean, I really do. They're great. But I have a golden retriever, Melody, Mel for short. And if you follow me on social media, I'm sure you see lots of content about Mel. But I always find it so funny because people are like, it's like, oh, you do music. That's really cool. But most people, when they see me, they're like, how's your dog? And I just find that so funny that, it's like everyone, they like, don't, get in show business, don't work with dogs or kids. And my dog definitely is like the spotlight and we're totally okay with that because she's sweet and, why not? She's a good pup. She's a good dog.
Absolutely. And she looks great, in the bandanas and, especially for sporting, your logos and yeah.
Yes, I know. She's like a unpaid merch model, but no, she loves it. She's such a funny dog. Anytime, it's like you put a collar or like a bandana on her, she'll just sit and like puff out her chest like she's really proud. And she just loves like when you put that kind of stuff on her. So we call it collars, necklaces. It's like she gets a new necklace. She's a hoot. She's just fun.
Oh, she does. I'm sure she is paid. It's just a different type of compensation. There's probably extra biscuits or something, I'm thinking.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that dog is fed very well. So yeah, for sure. She's paid in peanut butter and dog bones. So
awesome. I strive for that job myself almost.
Right? It's a great job.
So tell me, we have the new EP that's by the time this airs, I know it'll be released, but it's coming out.
Yes.
Tell me all about this new EP, the acoustic sessions.
Yes, the acoustic sessions. So this is such a fun project. Like I've had the most fun doing this than I think any other project I've ever done. But yeah, so it's called the acoustic sessions. It comes out Friday, May 5th. And kind of the whole thought process about all this and kind of how we did it is I basically went into the studio and I have 3 original songs that I had written. And all it is me and my husband, and then Pat, who is my producer. That's it. So it's totally acoustic, stripped down versions of 3 of my original songs. I think for a lot of listeners, it's mostly new stuff or newer stuff. And it was just fun though, because I mean, literally it's 2 guitars and a vocal. I basically, just me and my husband both play guitars and I sing and, Pat is like one of my really, really good friends. And so it just felt like I was surrounded in the room with like family. But the idea was to kind of bring it down to, as I'm playing these songs, it's like, what was it like that moment that I wrote the song? And what if I could bring fans and everyone in and show them like, this is what it's like, So it's just acoustic guitar and vocal. And, a huge way on how I write my songs is like I usually write them and then I go play them for my husband, who's my lead guitar and band director. And, he kind of makes up the riffs. And like, I mean, this is how we write songs. This is how we do it. So it's a very simple project, but like I said, I had so much fun doing it. It was so great. Just a good time. And I'm just excited for people to hear it and check it out.
I'm definitely excited to hear it. There's nothing, I love all the productions and things like that, but sometimes that intimate acoustic, it just
And
takes,
it's,
you're just like, like it's
yeah,
just different. It's that feeling of you're just there, you're right in that moment, like we're sitting there writing a song or something, like it's just that intimate moment of, oh.
yes. And, and that was one of the things is, like you said, it's just very real and it's very raw. And that's so cool. And I love like the big fully produced tracks and the production and, all that stuff is so great. And here in Nashville, we have so many amazing musicians and, producers and engineers and all, but I'm just I just don't want to, I had nothing to hide behind, with these sessions. Like I don't have 24 tracks. We don't have the ability to make this perfect. It's just real and raw. And I'm just telling you a story. And I just think that's powerful. You know what I mean? It's just very vulnerable for myself as an artist just to kind of put it all out there and just, especially just not to do it with like big name people and great session players, but it's like, nope, this is how I play it because I wrote it this way. And, this is my husband when you hear that lead guitar kick in and it's just, me, him and Pat, and it's just friendship and family and it's intimate and real and raw. And, I just really enjoyed it. I've never had so little to work with yet had so much fun in a project.
Well, I'm so excited. I will tell you that much. I can't wait.
Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, were there any songs now? Were any of these? Now, I'm not going to ask what's on it unless you want to just divulge that
Oh,
information. Okay, so what songs are going to be on this?
Yeah, so the oldest one that I think fans will definitely know is going to be a song called Play Like Ken. So I wrote that song after a guy told me that I played guitar like a man. And I chuckled and I laughed and I said, well, brother, I don't know what to tell you. I guess I just look like Barbie and play like Ken. And so my way home that night, I started writing that song and I've played it at shows for years. But that song I call it the song that like almost changed my life because after I wrote it through a series of events, I actually got it to Miranda Lambert's team and her publishing team. And they did what they called a hold on it, meaning you can't play the song, you can't record it, don't do anything with it because we're probably going to put this on Miranda's next album. So it was on hold for like, I remember it being like almost a year, if not more. And so I couldn't really do anything with it. And then she ended up not going with that song and she gave it back to me. And so I've played it at shows for years and I know it's a fan favorite. So we decided to basically just show off guitar chops and just do a really cool acoustic version of it. And it's so much fun. It's high energy. So that's a song I know if you've been to a show within the past couple of years, you probably know that one. I also did a song that I wrote during the pandemic called Cigarette, which is a song about just basically sitting and watching the world burn. I wrote that song with a really talented artist named Kiana Myers. It's the only co-write on this project. So that's a really, really fun song. And then the third song is a song called Family, which some people might be familiar with, but I wrote that song basically as a letter to my four brothers. And I really like the way that it turned out. And it's probably definitely the most emotional song on the record for sure. So, but yeah, those are the three tracks.
Awesome. I can't wait. I
Yeah.
can't wait to hear them.
Thank you so much. I'm excited for people to hear them. Like I said, it was so much fun and just raw and real and vulnerable. And I think it takes a lot of guts, I think, to put something out like that as an artist. And
yes,
definitely something not a lot of people do. But yeah, hopefully people enjoy it because I know I sure did.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so true. That does take a lot of guts to take something like that out. I mean, obviously, if you were Taylor Swift, not a problem, right? So,
right.
Yeah, but yeah, as a lesser known artist like that, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
To just display this is me, and yeah.
I think for me, one of the things I think about myself as an artist is like, and I think we may have talked about this before, but when I moved to town to be a songwriter. I didn't move here to be an artist. I love to write songs. And even though now I am an artist and I get to go out and play shows and do all these things, I think at the heart of it all, it's like I am a writer still. And that's just a big part of who I am and a brand and what I love. And so for me, the song is always king. And so I kind of thought, with these acoustic sessions, it really strips it down and it doesn't really make it about production and all this. It's like, no, this is really about the song. Because if you can sell a song with 2 guitars and a vocal, you've got a great song, So that was kind of the things that I really liked about it, though, is it just kind of lets the song speak for itself, And it's like that's just kind of like my little offering. It's like, here you go. Here's a great song, and I'm going to simply produce it and just roll with it, have fun, just enjoy the simplicity.
Absolutely. And I'm kind of glad that Miranda Lambert didn't cut it. Not that I wouldn't want that for you as a songwriter, okay?
No,
I say that because, I remember I had the conversation with Joe Smith, and we were talking about her song, that was a Brandy Clark, right? And I said to her, I said, I heard that song the first time and I was like, oh my God, I need to know who wrote this. Like there are certain songs I'm that, and she goes, I almost didn't cut it. And I go, what do you mean you almost didn't cut it? She goes, this guy named Kenny Chesney had it on hold for like over a year. And finally I'm like, look, if you're not going to cut it, can I cut it? And he's like, yeah, here you go. So I was like, that is so cool.
I mean, and I think just sometimes everything really does like work out because I lost that song because the year that all that happened, if you're a Miranda Lambert fan, it was her album, The Weight of These Wings, which was a total breakup album after, the Blake Shelton divorce. So it was all a lot of sad, slow songs. And this song totally didn't fit that vibe. Yeah. But this also this is my story. So everything just works out the way it should. And, I don't know if Miranda's watching or listening, but if she wants to call me, and I have lots of other songs she can take, if she wants to help my bank account, increase. Yeah. But no, it all works out in the end. Always does.
Or if you want to join us for a co-write, I'll come to Nashville early, I promise.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
So tell me, now you've started doing this obviously since the pandemic and everyone was doing all these live streams and stuff like that. Yeah. You kind of continued doing a monthly live stream called Ash Wednesday because obviously your name is Ash, but
right.
Play on Ash Wednesday there, the whole, religious area. So tell us all about your live streams.
Yeah, well, I know during the pandemic, a lot of people were doing live streams, which I think is cool, clearly, but the world has opened up and I'm really blessed to have like a lot of fans that are all over the world, right? It's like a lot are in the US, but I have some in Canada and Australia and New Zealand and they're everywhere. And, after being just kind of isolated kind of for so long, I was like, man, how do I connect with people again? How are we able to connect with fans and kind of, rebuild and rekindle that relationship now that music is kind of slowly coming back and all. And I just had this idea and I was like, I just want to do a once a month live stream. So I did it. But yeah, so Ash Wednesdays is so much fun. Like we have a blast doing it, but it's the first Wednesday of every single month at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time over on my Instagram. So at Ash Taylor Country. And we literally just have a big hangout section. So it's usually me. My husband's usually there playing guitar with me. My dog occasionally makes an appearance, but it's literally just us hanging out. We have fans tune in. You can ask me any question that you want. So we have people tuning in, asking questions. We'll talk about like shows coming up and just like what we've been working on and what we're doing. And then I play songs. Sometimes it's originals, covers. Sometimes I'll play you a song that I just wrote. Even if I forget the words and everything, it's like, but just sharing stuff like we're doing. And then my favorite part also too is every single Ash Wednesday, every single episode, we actually give something away. So maybe that's a piece of my merchandise. It could be whatever. I've also had a couple companies like give me things like hats and beanies and guitar picks even, and just kind of, be able to give that away to fans. So, I mean, it's a blast, but it's kind of just something I like to do to literally thank people like for supporting me and just to kind of have fun and just kind of, just connect with people, honestly. And so it's just a fun, laid back show, and I really enjoy getting to do it. It's really a blast.
Well, that is awesome because, that you made that point evident, like, fans all over the world, because with the pandemic, people were able to start. Taylor jumped up, so I was trying to move around here. Yeah. And I'm like, Angie, I'm like, oh, it's all right. You're all good. Don't mind me.
You're fine.
Caffeine. But no, people all over the world got to meet you and know you, and that's the coolest
Yeah.
thing, because you're not always going over to other countries to play, but at least now
Yeah.
you can say, okay, here I am, here's my music, and they're following you, they're fans, obviously. But
Yeah.
that is the coolest thing I think that did come out of the pandemic, was learning new artists,
Yes.
and just that expansion of music across the globe, the way we had never
Yeah.
seen previously in the digital age. I mean, yes, we have the Spotify's, the streaming, all that stuff we've had, but that
Right.
connection piece is the piece that I think was lacking there. And yeah.
Yeah. It's for me too. I kind of like to call it, I guess, like a thank you though, because, I feel like during the pandemic, clearly there wasn't really any shows or anything going on for so many people. And, it was just, I know that I really enjoyed tuning into other people's live streams, and I did a couple during the pandemic and all, but like you said, you kind of meet people all throughout the world. But my kind of idea with Ash Wednesday is I wanted to like thank the people that like stuck in there when I really didn't have a lot going on. You know what I mean? It's like we're all locked in the house, and I wanted like to give back and just have a way that fans could essentially just tune in and like we can connect. It's live. You can, and even if
Yeah.
someone tunes in like the replay, it's like if you comment on there, I'm gonna go back and reply to your comment. Like, but it's just a cool way to connect. And then if you come out to a show, that's even better. But at least for now, it's like we can connect and chat and just kind of rekindle our relationship. So I'm really grateful for it. So
Yeah, it's awesome. I haven't been able to tune in for a long period of time sometimes, but when I'm able to tune in, I'm like, I love it, because I just
oh,
enjoy,
thanks.
you're one of those few people that like I could just sit and talk to you for like ever. I can call on the phone and be like, hey, what are you doing? And you'd be like, I'm doing
You're
nothing. And I'm
so
like,
sweet.
well, that sounds
I
like fun.
I feel the same way about you. So that's great. Yeah. Well, I always just like I like to always just treat everyone just like their family. I really do. Just, love on people. And, it's not me when I do an Ash Wednesday. It's like, I'm really not trying to impress anyone. I just want to talk to you, connect with you. I want to know how you're doing. It's like my husband's here and my dog, and we're just hanging out. And it's like, I think I think people kind of, in my experience, they just relate to that because it's like, I'm just being real and authentic. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yes.
this is what it is. And, I think that's just something that, in society maybe isn't as popular, but for me it works really well because I'm just kind of myself and I really can't be any other way. So I like to share that with people though, and just have them feel welcomed and feel like we're best friends. We get to hang out because I genuinely care about people and how you're doing and how my fans are doing. It's like I just care. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
yeah.
that's, I think that's just how I'm gonna say that's how we were raised, because I'm the same way. My mom always made me feel like
Yeah.
everyone is family, friends, that kind of thing. Like, you
Yeah.
know, and that's just how I grew up. And even I was talking about a situation one time. There was someone that was trying to bully me, and it wasn't me per se. She had a bad situation at home, right?
Yeah.
So that day she was kind of mean to me, and I was like, whatever. I blew it off, right? Because I
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on at home at the time. But that day my mom came to pick me up at school, I remember, and I'm like, she needed a ride, and my mom goes, does she have a ride home? And I go, I don't know, let me go ask her. And here I am,
Oh,
asking
wow.
this girl that I'm like, okay, this could turn out really bad or really good here. So,
Yeah.
but it turned out really great. Like, I said, hey, you need a
Wow.
ride home? And she's like, well, yeah, that'd be great, thank you. And you know, so it's just it. She became one of my best friends, like one of my best friends throughout high school. And anyone said something about me, she'd be like, hey, don't talk about her. That she's like ready to go fight him. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
don't fight him. It's okay.
Exactly. Exactly. There's that saying, and I feel like now I'm going to butcher it, of course, but that saying of just be kind to everyone because you don't know what they're battling.
Yes.
And it's like, it's true. It's just bullied you, kindness, you do
Mhm.
whatever. Just be kind. Just be kind to people.
Absolutely. We need more kindness in general in the world. So that's
Uh,
all.
yes.
Yeah.
Amen to that for sure. Yes.
Oh, so obviously, make sure you tell everyone also to sign up for the Badass fan club.
Yes.
Because frankly, that's really cool. I love getting those messages and the emails and new merch that's coming up and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate that. I appreciate you tuning into those and all. But yeah, I really, again, it's just, I really appreciate my fans, and we're always working to add more and do more things with it. But yeah, easiest way is just to go to my website, ashtaylor.com, and there's a page on there. You'll see it, just called The Bad Ashes. And just feel free to join, enter your name and email address, and that's it. But the badasses are kind of able to get like, the news kind of before it's leaked. Like they knew about the acoustic sessions before it came out. They knew about, all this different stuff. And we also just give like offers and special merch and all kinds of stuff. And again, it's a cool club and it's full of great people. So if you want to meet fellow fans that just love music and that are cool, that's your spot. But I just super grateful for them and all their support for sure.
Absolutely. So we got some new crazy questions. Would you be interested in doing them now?
I love crazy questions. Go for it.
Wonderful. Tigger, are you going to ask them? You're like, I'm going to ask them. Here I am. Say hi.
Feel free.
Okay, Tigger, you can. Okay. So Tigger's being cuddly right now. She's like, hi, I need to cuddle. It's been a while since I said hi.
Super cute. Oh my gosh. She's like happy cuddling, like very happy.
She is. We were at the vet and the vet's like, I'm impressed with this cat. Like she's pretty healthy for 19. But he's like, I'm impressed. Wow. Like she's doing great for, he goes, the last time we saw her, he goes, wait, because she has some, arthritis and stuff. He's like, I'm surprised. He goes, I'm surprised. Like, there are times I'm like, I wonder if she's going to make it or like, like, yep,
wow, she's 19. What a life.
Yep. So whatever she wants, she usually gets because, she's the old lady and she's spoiled and let's make her
spoil them.
Right, little buddy? Yep, you're just happy. Okay, so back to the crazy questions after we talk about the crazy cat lady, right? Tell me, what is the best excuse for being late you've heard or used?
Well, I'm never late. And I say that with all seriousness. If you know me, if I'm 10 minutes, like I'm basically usually somewhere 15 to 20 minutes before I need to be. Like I'm very picky about that. I'm trying to think because I've heard a lot over the years. I think probably like you ran out of gas on your way to something. I had someone like be supremely late for like a co-write or something. And they were like, hey, I ran out of gas. Like I'm on my way. And then it was like, I'm out of gas. And I'm like, so you're in your car and you didn't think to put
gas?
Okay. Yeah, like maybe you should have put gas in your car, like as you're driving. Like I felt like I don't know, maybe that would be a thing. But I don't know, that's probably the worst one I've heard. It's just like, okay, buddy, whatever.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we could change this question to what's the worst excuse you've heard for a co-write?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I've written with a lot of people. I've heard a lot of different things. So.
Oh, it makes for an interesting conversation, that's for sure.
Always.
So if you had a pet parrot, what would you teach it to say?
I would probably just want it to say like a random name, like Bob. And I don't know why, but I find like that would be kind of funny. Like if you were in a conversation with an actual person and you're like, the milk was on sale and then it just goes Bob. I don't know why. I find that kind of funny. I don't know why. I'm probably going to listen back to this and go, wow, I sound like an idiot. But it's funny. It's funny.
Hey, that is funny.
Yeah.
It's randomly birds speaking in general, I think,
Yeah.
I
feel like people would come over to my house for dinner and within like 20 minutes, they're like, who the hell is Bob?
Yes. Yes. That's why is Bob so impactful in your bird's life?
Yeah, exactly. Like, who's Bob? I don't know. Well, and it's not like a dirty or bad word or anything either. So, it's just not offensive. It's like, well, it's Bob. I don't know. Whoever it is, Bob.
Oh. I feel like there's a song here somewhere coming out.
There's a song called Bob on my album.
I swear, if we ever get together in a co-write session, I'm like, no, we're writing a song called Bob. I don't care. It may not be the title, but Bob is going to be in this song.
Yep. Whoever Bob is, he's here. He's here.
That's
going to be an interesting interview piece too, if I can explain. So what made you want to write the song Bob? I'm like, well, this one time, Donna and I, we Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Oh, if you could party with any musician or band, who would it be?
I'm not much of a partier, if I'm being honest, but if it was like we're gonna get together, maybe have dinner, maybe have like some wine and just chat and like do whatever. Brandy Clark. I'd like to pick her brain. I'd like to talk to her. I would love to know what goes on in her head when she writes songs. I would have a million questions on her albums. I think Brandy Clark would probably be at the top of that list.
I feel like that would be a very long dinner and I need to join. So I think we've gone over this
come
before,
on.
you know.
Come on. Yeah, absolutely.
I think we rate our girl crush totally over her. So, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I tell people all the time, Brandy Clark is like she's just my songwriting hero. She's like my favorite artist. I mean, she's just incredible. And I love to listen to like podcasts and, different interviews or read books even. I like to know how people I admire, how they think. And I just feel like having dinner with her and being able to sit and talk to her and ask questions, I would love that. Like if it ever happened, I'd die happy. I mean, that would be so cool.
Okay, I'll see if I can get that planned. I don't know if I have any actual pull, but I'll try.
Hey, if you could,
there's something for September. We'll see what's happening in September.
Exactly. Dinner with Brandy Clark. Yeah. Oh man, no, that would be so freaking cool. I'd lose my mind. I'd be so happy.
Finish this line. Today, my favorite song is.
Oh gosh. Man. I know a song that I've listened to repeatedly is Ain't Always the Cowboy by John Party. I've heard that. I've listened to that song 3 times today because I find it really interesting. I also don't know if I can have 2, but if I can, that's not cheating. Okay. A song that has really grown on me in the past couple weeks that I have been kind of like dissecting in my brain and looking at it is a song called Live Off by Lainey Wilson. Great song and very interesting melodically and stuff. So I'd probably say those 2 right now are like my 2 top favorites, and I'm just like dissecting them and I'm like, these are great. Like they're super great songs.
Well, you could probably give everyone like 10 million different songs to go listen to because you are that person that you love music as much as you make music, So
yeah. I've been putting on even just like YouTube videos of like full concerts. And it's just, I mean, country music is like my love and my heart. But like, earlier today, even I had Willie Nelson, Austin City Limits on in the back. And then, we were listening to something from like Harry Styles. And I watched a Queen concert from like 1986. And it's awesome. Like music is great. I don't know. I love being a student of it and just learning about the songwriters and the musicians and studio guys and just everything. It's incredible.
Well, this is totally really far from music, but it is very important.
Okay.
This has caused fights. I know. Does the toilet paper go over or under?
Here's the truth of it. I'm too old to really care which way it goes as long as it's on there. I feel like, like when I walk in and like the, toilet paper roll is empty, it's just like, what? Come on. As long as it's on there, I don't care. I feel like I have low expectations. I've learned what is important in life. And, if it's on there, you're good. It doesn't matter which way, just put it on there. Low expectations.
Well, I will apologize in case it's not, but that means that I was in between meetings and I was actually in a meeting. So, I've done it. Truth. I've done it. No toilet paper, but it's like right there. So it's not like you have to go for it. It's like right. Then just put it on. Yeah. So
that's nice then. But at least it's right there. That's nice. That's nice. Good. It's good.
So you never run out. Trust me.
Very important. Very important. Right there.
If you had a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. That would not suck, actually. That would be kind of great. It's my favorite beer. Big fan. It's delicious. It's great. So yeah.
Hey, PBR. You have a new spot. You need to get her on your list of artists. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. They I'm here. I'm like, no, I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool though. I mean, especially here in Nashville, it's like, you go to a bar downtown and like a PBR is like $8 nowadays. So I mean, yeah, lifetime supply of PBR would be awesome.
Yeah. And I think that's in the city in general like that though, isn't it? The
Yeah.
price of, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you believe in unicorns?
Yes. Why not?
Aliens? Well, yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I actually know a couple aliens. I'm probably friends with them. I'm pretty sure. No, no offense to any of my friends that are watching, but they know they're weird. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
If you were the ruler of the world,
Mhm.
who would be your top advisor?
I'd like to pick Jesus Christ. I think he could really help me out. That'd be a great advisor, right?
That would be for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if you were arrested, what would you be arrested for?
Mm, probably something stupid like jaywalking. Like, I don't know. Like, I really try not to get into too much trouble, but I feel like with my luck, it would just be like I jaywalked and I'm now in handcuffs and someone's gonna have to come bail me out. Like something dumb.
Oh, I could see that. I'm just laughing because I could see that. Like, yeah, you'd be something
Yeah,
stupid. Like, you're like, how did someone actually get arrested for this? Like, yeah.
like some people, it's like, what were you arrested for? And it's something really like badass, like it's super, super cool and everything. And then me, I'm like, I jaywalked.
Yeah.
Like,
Or I walked in a
probably,
crime scene. I want something like that, right? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Something just totally dumb and
Yeah.
so not impressive or cool. Yeah.
Oh, tell me, what's the one podcast you'd love to be a guest on?
Oh, actually, Mr. Bobby Bones, his podcast. I've been listening to that for a long, long time, and I really enjoy his interviews and how they're done, and very similar to this, just casual and everything. But I think that'd be cool to be on his podcast. I would be totally down.
Absolutely. I think, like I just recently read one of his books. And the
Yeah,
funniest, I said to someone, I said, no matter what you do in life, I said it's true. I mean, like, so, but the way he worded is, you'll suck until you don't. Like, I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly it. Thank
yeah.
you. We didn't
Oh,
need to
sure.
sugarcoat it. Just that's it.
Yeah, he's also like someone I think it'd be cool to have like dinner with or whatever because it's like he's lived a very interesting life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
his story is just incredible and it's honestly very like inspirational. And the way he's just so blunt though, like like he says, it's like you suck until you don't. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, you didn't sugarcoat that in any way, did you?
Yes, and that's what I love about him. I'm like, you have to sugarcoat
Yeah,
it. I'm like, just say it. Like, it is what it
right.
is. I mean, what you gonna do? Offend me? Okay, I'm offended. Thanks a lot. You offended me. Okay, so let's move forward now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. He's great.
yeah, yeah. Tell me the strangest thing in your refrigerator.
Oh, that's a funny question. Okay, so we were kind of talking about this before we started the interview, but I don't really cook, but my husband cooks and he's a fantastic cook. And he is a big advocate of the keto and carnivore lifestyle. And so he does some interesting things, but right now there's like chicken feet in my fridge. That we feed our dog that. We make our dogs food and we
Oh,
put it in there.
okay.
But I feel like if you were to come over and like you open the fridge and it's like, why do you have chicken feet in your fridge? It's next to the PBR, but it's like I mean, that's pretty weird, you know what I mean? So I'd probably say it's the chicken feet. That would probably freak some people out.
It might. Some people might be like, "Are you doing some kind of Santeria here? What's up with
Yeah,
the chicken
absolutely
feet?"
not. Listen, it's for the dog, and it's really good for the dog, and the dog loves it. So giddy up,
Yeah, I think we need to exchange dog food recipes because we do our own dog
Yeah.
food too, but we alleviate the chicken because we have one dog that's allergic to it. So
Oh
we
no.
do turkey. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, turkey's delicious. Oh yeah. Yeah, we call it puppy rice. So it's like usually rice and veggies and different
Mhm.
kinds of meat and
Yep.
eggs and we put vitamins and all kinds of stuff in there. But yeah, them chicken feet, it's weird, but
Yeah.
it works. It works.
Oh, I'll have to send you some of my peanut butter flies that I make for our dogs.
Oh, please do. Mills'
Absolutely.
favorite thing is peanut butter. It's peanut butter everything. She
Oh my
loves
God.
peanut butter. She would die.
Yes, I will have to send you some. I'll have to make some bigger ones because they're little for the little dogs. So they'll
Oh,
be like, she'd be like, what is that? That was a morsel. Come on, I need like 10 of
she's,
those. You know,
she's
so
like, this is a crumb, but it's delicious. It's a very delicious crumb. Yeah. Yeah. No, we love that. Let me know for sure. So
absolutely.
she'd eat that.
Absolutely. So tell me something on your bucket list.
Uh, career wise, playing the Grand Ole Opry. I would bawl my eyes out like a baby, but yes, I think if I could do one thing, it's definitely going to be playing the Grand Ole Opry. As far as like a personal bucket list kind of a thing, I have loved horses my entire life, but I have never ridden one. So I actually was talking with one of my friends who works on a ranch out here in Nashville, and I know this year I'm going to learn how to ride a horse, and I'm super pumped about it. But yeah, riding horses and playing the Grand Ole Opry, that's my top two right now. Top two.
Awesome. I mean, I can play the Grand Ole Opry with you, but I will be a viewer maybe. And yeah, I'll absolutely
Great,
ride
thank you.
horses with you anytime.
Thank you so much.
Much better after you learn how to, though. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely got to learn how. But it's kind of like I know this kind of well, I'm weird and we already know this, but I made it like a
That's why we
whole
love
list
you.
of thank you and thank you and I love you too. That love is mutual. But I've actually made a whole list this past year. You know how people have like New Year's resolutions? I almost kind of made like a short term like little bucket list thing, and it's like riding horses, and like I just went and got my fishing license, and I want to buy a kayak, and like I have all these weird things. I also want to learn how to braid hair. So I've never learned, but I'm like, man, I want to do some pigtails. I want to know how to braid hair. So I have like a whole list of things that I'm working on. So
That is really cool. I love it.
yeah, life is short. I'm just like, man, I've always wanted to do that. It's like, just do it.
Absolutely. Live it up.
Yeah,
Live it up.
do it.
Enjoy every
Yeah,
experience. That's what life should be.
absolutely. Agree with you.
So tell me, I know we've
Mhm.
probably talked about this before.
Yeah.
The one place that I have to go to eat when I'm in Nashville.
Edley's barbecue, hands down. Edley's. It's like a Nashville Southern take on barbecue, and oh my gosh, is it delicious? It is. It is delicious. They have like barbecue pork nachos. They have just brisket, pulled pork. Oh, the sides are great. The mac and cheese, banana pudding. That's
I'm just gonna
it.
call you and we'll just be like, we'll go. That's it. We're just gonna
Listen,
go.
you want to go to lunch? You want to meet up for lunch at
Yeah.
Dudley's? I got you. Like I'm there. Yeah, it's honestly like it is my favorite restaurant in all of Nashville. And it used to just be one location, and they've gotten so big and so popular. Now they've definitely spread out, and they're pretty well all over Nashville. But oh my gosh, they are just so good, just delicious. So yeah, I would highly recommend going there though while you visit for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, that is definitely on my bucket list now. Have to check that out.
Yeah,
And with
you
you,
will.
obviously.
Yes,
Yeah,
hit me up. I'm
will
there.
do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what else is happening this year? You have some tour dates going on, some chaos like that, you know?
Yeah, life is very hectic and chaotic, but I am not complaining and just super grateful to be super busy doing what I love to do. I think that's a great thing. But yeah, we right now, like we said, we're getting ready to release the CP, and we also are going to be releasing a bunch of music videos and different things. So there's lots of stuff that we're working on and releasing. So, make sure people head to my website, ashtaylor.com, follow me on social media, and you can kind of keep up to date with us as we announce all that. But yeah, we're also like already back in the studio, and we're already working on our next project to release as well. So we have more new music coming, more stuff. We also are going to be definitely playing some shows. I know I'll already have played it like when this airs, but I'm really excited that we're actually going to be going up to Knoxville, Tennessee at the end of this month in April. And we're actually going to be playing what they call the Blue Plate Special, which is a television and radio broadcast with a live studio audience. And lots of people have played it, including like Marty Stewart and Chris Stapleton and a lot. And so I'm really excited about that. So we're playing that. And then, yeah, we're going to be doing some out of town shows and dates all coming up, none of which I can announce yet. But yeah, keep in touch. I mean, it's going to be I can say this, it will be a very, very busy year. And you just brought your dog up there on the camera. And oh my gosh, that dog is so cute. Oh,
You're just scratching and scratching, and I'm like, ow, my leg. I'm like, I better just pick her up.
oh,
So she wanted to say hi because yeah, she knows you love her.
I'm literally like giving like the sales pitch, like ashtaylor.com. Look at that dog. Look at how that dog is.
I was not trying to distract you at all, but now that everyone's looking at the cute dog that's yawning at me. Make sure you go to ashtaylor.com. We'll have the links in the description. Yeah. I'm so excited for your debut there on the Blue Plate special.
Thanks. Like I said, I'm really excited. We have so much cool stuff, whether it's shows or new music and new merch. I mean, we just have so much going on right now that even if I can't like talk about it or announce it, it's just like I'm excited. Like it's gonna be a great year. I think 2023 is really shaping up to be a great year for us and makes me super excited. I'm just happy to be here and doing our thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So just go check out all the stuff for Ash. Follow all of her socials. I like to say stalk her, but in a nice way, in a fan way, not in a weird way.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell people that at shows all the time, like towards the end, it's like, hey, if you would like to internet stalk me, more than welcome to. Here's my handles. Like, I won't press charges. Stalk away. Yeah. But no, I genuinely, it's like, just appreciate people like who support me, yourself included, who have me on podcasts. I appreciate fans that come to shows and listen to music and just all that stuff. And so I love making new friends, love, kind of growing our fan club and our following and just kind of being able to connect, meet with people. So don't be a stranger. If you listen to the podcast, go follow me, shoot me a message. I like to talk to people, so I'll reply for sure.
Well, and thank you all for joining us, but thank you, Ash, for joining me again. And like I said, it's just so great to always catch up with you. We could probably sit here and do this like every day.
Yeah, I know. I feel this. But no, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. And Crazy Women Country you guys have been very, very good to me. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate all that y'all do. So.
Well, we love you here. And even Jessie loves you, obviously. She hasn't seen you for a while.
Thanks, Jessie. Looks comfortable, just like a baby.
She is. That is her nickname. This is Baby Puppy. I will have to share with you make sure that you have my Instagram personally. And you'll see the travel photos of when I have to carry her and hold her like a little baby. And at nighttime, she wakes you up by scratching and being like, hi, cuddle me. I'm like, did you just wake me up to cuddle you? I'm like, seriously, dog.
She's a little cutie. She's a cutie. She's cute.
Yeah, and she is the baby. She's the youngest. So, yep, she gets away with it all.
They all do. They all do. They know they're cute and they work it to their advantage.
Absolutely. But thank you again for joining me. And thank you, friends, for joining us. And again, go follow Ash. And we'll see you next time here in Crazy Women Country.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.